Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Fixing my hair in the camera because, it's a mess. Still in my PJs and it's 10:30 on a Saturday. It's fantastic. All right, so this morning I did a live video and let you know about my review of the 3-day refresh and also my results, which were really great. So the question is, what's next? Where do I go from here? Where do we go from here? Because obviously, like I said in the other video, you can't just do a 3-day cleanse and go right back to your old habits. The whole point in doing the 3-day refresh is to kind of jumpstart you into a clean and healthy lifestyle with your eating. So I was, during these 3 days, thinking about what I wanted to do, because I know sometimes if I don't have an exact plan, I don't do well. And I think that's why I did so successfully with the 3-day refresh, because when you get it, you have the book that tells you what to do and when to do it. So I was looking for something to do next. And Beachbody, of course, wants you to do their healthy ultimate reset challenge. Well, I decided not to do that. It's a little bit expensive. You buy the kit, and then you still have to get your fruits and vegetables and things like that. And so I just didn't want to go there right now. I'm not saying I would never do it, because I do believe Beachbody's products are good and work. But I also believe that you can get the same results or similar results just with hard work and doing it yourself. So, I've been seeing this diet show up on my Facebook feed for probably about 6 weeks. Different people share it. It's a sponsored ad, etc. And you've probably seen it. It's like it's either 21 or 28 day boiled egg diet. Now that sounds crazy. I know the first thing that popped in my head is I've got to eat boiled eggs for 21 or 28 days. I mean, our whole family would die. And I do love eggs, and eggs are really, really good for you, but that can't be the only thing I'm going to eat. So I decided to click on it and see, okay, is this really just eating boiled eggs? Well, after some research and reading a couple of things, there's actually a couple of variations of this diet. And one variation is boiled eggs only, which I think is crazy, and I don't think that's healthy. I don't think you should cut everything out except for one item. I think that's crazy. So I definitely didn't want to do that. But as I started looking at some of the other variations, they looked very normal, clean. Your fruits, your vegetables, proteins, and boiled eggs, and once in a while, one of the meal plans will call for, a piece of toast or pita bread or things like that. Not a lot of carbs or anything, but a little here and there. And I thought, well, that's pretty balanced. And again, I like finding things that are balanced and that tell me what to do. But I studied it more, and I thought, well, there were some meals that they wanted you to have chicken only. Or like sometimes at lunch, it's like, pick one of these fruits and eat as much of it as you can. And every single morning, it's 2 boiled eggs and an orange. Excuse me a minute. And an orange or a grapefruit. Well, first of all, I don't eat grapefruit because I can't stand it. And second of all, I'm like, I am not going to be eating. I might be able to do boiled eggs every morning, but not an orange every single morning. So yesterday I was doing some thinking, and I said, I can take what I did and what I learned in a 3-day refresh and kind of combine it with this boiled egg diet and try it out for 28 days. Because I think it's very balanced. So it'll give me a chance to kind of review this and see what it does for my body and how it makes me feel. So basically, I took a look at my day on a 3-day refresh. So in the morning, I'd have my Shakeology shake and a fruit. Well, obviously, the Shakeology is giving you your nutrition and your protein, and then, of course, you've got your fruit. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my 2 boiled eggs. That will be my protein, and we'll talk more during the 28 days about what eggs are good for and, kind of what information is out there about eggs. And I will have an orange or an apple or a banana, some type of piece of fruit with those eggs. Of course, I will be continuing drinking my water, trying for a gallon a day, which is proving to be very hard for me. And one of the things that I learned in the 3-day refresh is as soon as you wake up, drink that 8 to 12 ounces of water right away. So doing that and then having the boiled eggs and a piece of fruit. On the 3-day refresh, I talked about the fiber sweep that they do. So I'm going to actually continue that because I'm not going to continue their product because I'm not going to purchase more. But I'm going to use, I've got a jar of Metamucil, so I'm going to use that. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I know that we need more fiber in our lives. And so I'm going to keep doing that because I think it was doing a lot of work inside. So I'm going to do my Metamucil drink after breakfast. They say to wait an hour. And then I'm going to continue with doing some herbal teas. I'm going to try my hardest to stay away from the sodas because I know they're not good for me, even though I love them. And so lunches, they varied on this plan as far as what you got to eat. Well, in the 3-day refresh, I always did a half a serving of 2 vegetables, which would make 1 serving, and then 1 fruit and 1 healthy fat. And then you would drink your vanilla refresh, which is your protein. Well, what I'm going to do, and see, I've been writing my plans out. I'm going to do 2 veggies, 1 fruit, 2 boiled eggs, or some type of grilled chicken or baked chicken or fish, because that will give me my lean proteins. And then, of course, 1 serving of healthy fat. However, I want to use that. I'll probably stick to the list that's on the 3-day refresh, and those healthy fats are olive oil, coconut oil, natural almond butter, and it's got to be unsweetened, avocado, and hummus. So I think I'm going to stick to those healthy fats because I like them, and I've already got them, so it's easy to do that. So that'll be my lunches, and then, of course, when I drive to pick up my son from school, I always get sleepy. I don't know whether it's the sun or what. So I've been making my herbal tea and taking it with me, iced, to drink on my way there. Now, even though it's not caffeinated, I think it tricks my mind into thinking I'm getting something to keep me awake. And then, of course, we have, I always try to do my snack. And so I'm going to stick with the 3-day refresh plan and do a vegetable and a healthy fat for my snack. You know, so that can vary as to what healthy fat I want to do. Like if I want to do celery and hummus or celery and almond butter or any of those things. And then for dinner will be 2 to 3 vegetables. Some type of, if I want, almond or seed, like if I make a salad, I like to put some type of nut. I really enjoy the sunflower seeds on my salad because it gives me the crunch factor that a crouton used to give me. A healthy fat, and then 2 boiled eggs or grilled or baked chicken or fish. And then after dinner, if I so choose, another glass of tea. And of course, with my herbal teas, I'm not doing it hot. I'm doing it cold because that's just my preference. So that's going to be day 1. And as we go on, the diet will slowly kind of be reintroducing other things back in that I had taken out, but in a healthy manner. So for example, I think along about day 3 or 4, it starts to introduce some cheese back in. So like for your snack, you could instead of having like celery and hummus, you have like celery and a tablespoon of cream cheese or something like that. So you're getting some of that dairy back in, but there's also the protein in the cream cheese. And then along about, I think maybe day 5 or 6, in one of your meals, it will introduce back bread. But I am going to not just do any bread, I'm going to do a whole wheat piece of bread or pita to try and stay along with those complex carbs that we know are so much better for us. Excuse me. Also, you know, I talked about here in the beginning that I can tell you right now that doing a boiled egg or 2 boiled eggs and orange for breakfast every single morning for 28 days is going to get real old real fast. So as I'm writing up my meal plan, I am writing up some variations. For example, instead of having a boiled egg one morning, I'm going to have like 1 scrambled egg, 1 serving of a lean breakfast meat, say like Canadian bacon, and 1 piece of fruit, and 1 piece of whole wheat toast or whatever. That will give me kind of that traditional breakfast that I'm used to, but will be clean and kind of break up the monotony. I think any diets that are monotonous is part of the reason we don't stick to them, because, like I said, it can't be a diet, it has to be a lifestyle. And a lifestyle has to be flexible, because we get busy, we have families, we get out on the road, so we have to learn to be flexible and break up the monotony. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I hope you guys will join me. It's going to be really great. So along with that, we're going to do something else. As you all know, we aren't doing our traditional Zumba classes, sculpt and tone, strength and training in town. But next week we do start water aerobics and shape and shred on Saturdays out here in Swansea. And so what I want to do is, if there is anyone interested in joining alongside of me and doing this challenge for 28 days, I want you to do that. And you have a couple of options. So one option is just to follow my journey on Facebook, follow my live feeds, follow my pictures, and kind of what I'm saying, and, do it alongside with me. No strings attached, no problem, just do it with me. Another option for you is to set up a time with me once a week, or it can be more than that, but it could be hard because I am going to have you come out here to where we are, but you would set up a time with me once a week, and I would give you my plan as far as what I'm going to be doing for that week, as far as nutrition, and we can, I can weigh you and do your measurements and keep all that recorded. We can even do pictures each week if you so choose. And also along with that, give you a personal training session. Now there would be a cost to that. And so if you're interested in that, just contact me. And so like I said, it would be for 4 weeks. You could do as many times a week as you wanted and worked for your schedule and my schedule, but a minimum of 1 time a week. You come out here, you meet with me, we weigh in, we do pictures if you want, measurements, I keep that stuff recorded, we go over the nutrition plan for the week, we do a personal training session, and then you go a week on your own, and then we meet again. So that is an option. So again, if you're interested in that, and while you're doing this challenge with me, just contact me, and I'll let you know the cost in that. It's very reasonable. And let's see, what else I wanted to tell you about. I can't remember. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys will join me and help keep me accountable and keep me on point. So the other, this is what I wanted to say. So this is 4 weeks, and this is hopefully going to maintain my loss from this last 3 days, but also I want it to be a lifestyle, not just a diet. So with that being said, I am not promising that I will eat perfectly for 28 days. You may find that I'll have my Diet Mountain Dew once in a while, or I may go get a burger. But I'm going to try my best to stay on point and watch what I'm doing, because that's what's important. Making these changes in our lives doesn't mean saying no to things forever. It just means moderation and saying no for a period of time. So that's it for this morning. I didn't have anybody join me. Kind of sad. It's a weird time of the morning, so I get that. But I'd love to talk to you more about this. If you have any questions, just feel free to email me or message me or comment, and I'll answer any questions you have and help you on your journey as well. Otherwise, I will see you guys Monday for water aerobics at 6:30 here in Swansea. Y'all have a great weekend, and I look forward to talking with y'all next week. Bye.